not too long ago, guys, man. Welcome back. If you are familiar with my channel, welcome. If you are not familiar with my channel, welcome home. Sit back, relax, and I'm going to get into something that I teased a little while ago. I teased this firearm a little while ago, and people were like, yo, when are you going to fire it? When are you going to fire it? And I still haven't fired it yet. I'm getting around to it. I'm getting around to it. I just haven't had the time yet. That's all. So, what I wanted to tease, man, and I wanted to do an unboxing, but I can't find the box.
What? You son of a bitch. You no good damn son of a bitch.
So I'm gonna just put it in your face. Boom. Boom. I'm gonna unbox from no box my new Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. So this is my Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0, and yes, everything is clear. We don't play with ammo when we are filming. You know, state direction. Cool. So yeah, man, I just want to make sure that this particular firearm is clear and everything is ready to go, and it's not going to have an attitude. It's not going to be bitey. But yeah, let's hop into this, man. Yo, so I am relatively new to the 380 firearm caliber. I'm relatively new to it. So my first introduction, a friend of mine bought his firearm over, and it was a 380, and it was the Ruger. What's the Ruger one? The Ruger LCP? Is it the LCP? Well, he brought the LCP over, and I was like, you know, that's pretty nice. That's nice. You know, you can use it to, you know, make your runs, and you know, make a run here, make a run there. And contrary to what people say, the 380 round, it's a nice, capable round. The 380 round is literally a chopped down 9mm round. So let me compare the two. Look at that. See it? Let me see if I can get a good shot. Okay. See that? It's just a chopped down 9mm round. This is Billy Bob's finest that they just sent to me. Yo, my family is awesome. Shout out to Billy Bob's Ammo and my family, man. What's up, all you guys out there? It's a bunch of y'all. It's a bunch of y'all. I miss you guys, man. I haven't seen you guys since Vegas. But I want to get back to the 380 handgun. So he showed me the 380 handgun, and I was like, wow, that's pretty good. But it was nothing substantial enough for me to take that dive and make the investment into 380. Fast forward maybe 2-3 years, Smith & Wesson also had a lot of companies were dropping 380 caliber handguns, but they were big as 9mm. Now they weren't as big as this 9mm. They weren't as big as this. Yes, it is clear. What you want me to check? Sure, I will check for you. I'll check for you live. I'll check live for you. You see? I will check it for you live. There's nothing in there. Nothing. Close it up. Safe direction. Booyaka. So, they were relatively large handguns still. Nothing really tempted me to dip my toes into that 380 realm. Fast forward another 2 years. And now we fast forwarded to, what's that, the end of 2024, 2025. And Smith & Wesson says, yo, we're going to kick everybody and stomp everybody. We're going to power bomb everybody. Anybody who's ever thought about making a 380 caliber handgun, we're going to make them go back to the drawing board and revisit everything that they've ever thought the 380 caliber handgun should be. And they did it. And they did it in a major way. This is the Bodyguard 2.0. and it has been clear we are free to roam about the cabin. And tip to tip, butt to butt, let's get into it, man. This firearm is absolutely incredible from what I've seen. Now, I can't really vet it yet. I haven't really vetted it yet because I haven't taken it to the range. I haven't taken it to the range yet. So I'm going to take it to the range shortly, and I'll be firing. I'll be testing this little thing out. But yo, this is insane. Look at this. Look at this. Look. There's a firearm behind my hand. There's a firearm behind my hand. You can't even see it. But there's a firearm behind my hand. Look at this. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, see, all right, let me stay on track because I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go over this first, and then we'll jump into everything else I want to say about it. What attracted me to this firearm is that it is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous firearm. It's a gorgeous 380 caliber firearm. It's made from Smith & Wesson, so you know you're going to get quality. I recently just purchased a Smith & Wesson Carry Comp 2.0, which is a laser, and it shoots soft as these guys right here. It shoots just as soft as these guys, and I seen it. I did my homework on it. I looked at a couple reviews, a whole bunch of reviews actually, and I was like, you know what? Let me go see if my guy has it. So I went to my guy, went to go check him out, see if he had it. He said he had it. Deal done. Walked out, and yo, it's front serrations, really good front serrations at that. You know what I'm saying? Really good front serrations. Look at that. Can you see that? Look at that. Right? You get a grip. You can get a grip, a good anywhere you reach on here, and it's just like that with the Smith & Wesson Carry Comp. It's the same exact way. Wherever you want to grab, you can get a really good hold on it, and you won't be slipping off. Okay, it's a 380 style, a 380 caliber handgun, so the spring is going to be a little tight because look at the surface area. Look at the, you know what I'm saying? Look at the frame area. So it's going to be a little tight, a little bit. I'm figuring that once I fire this a couple thousand times, that it's going to loosen up and it's going to be just as smooth as that Smith & Wesson Carry Comp that's upstairs in the safe. It has an actual, and this is crazy. Look at this. Can you see that? Let me bring it up some. Let's bring it down. Can y'all see it? Let me see. I'm trying to get it in there. Pause. That was quick. I'm quick with my pauses, boy. I'm quick with my pauses. So this is the back. I'm trying to get the tip. Pause. I'm trying to get the tip without flashing me. The gun is clear. The gun is clear. But what I wanted to show you guys was my front sight. The front sight is illuminated front sight. In the daytime, it's like an orange. It's like an orange glow. So you can definitely use it to make a nice acquisition, man. When you're trying to make a hit on something. But at night, and I found this out by mistake. What was I doing? I was in the bed, and you know, I was storyboarding. I was storyboarding episodes. So I'm storyboarding episodes, and the lights are down, and I turn to the side and I see this dot, and I'm like, what is that dot? The gun is so very small that I forgot that the gun was actually in the bed, and it was in the I got a holster for it. Of course I got a holster for it. But I looked through here. I looked through there and saw this little light, and I was like, what is that? I went to grab it, and it was the gun. It was the gun, and it had a illuminated, it had a tritium. It had a dot. I was like, wow, that's great on this little gun. Glock, get your weight up. Come on. If they can put it on this, you can definitely put it on a Glock 19. You know what I mean? Come on. You can put it on the 19. You can put it on, you know what I mean? I'm not even gonna say the 26, 27 because let's move on. So very nice takedown. The takedown lever's right here, and you pull it down. Let me see, where's it? Right here. Boom. Just like that. For cleaning purposes, super easy. Bring it back, save direction, and it's off. Just like that. It breaks down just like that. And in the inside, look at the inside. Look how nice and attentive they were to the inside of this firearm. Dude, it's like they took a M&P 2.0 and just shrunk it down. They just shrunk it down. Look at that. Beautiful. Smith & Wesson don't play. Look at the inside of that. Can I get you closer? Let me see. Can y'all focus? Focus. Look at the inside milling of that firearm, man. Nice beefy little rails, man. Nice enough, beefy enough for the 380. You know what I'm saying? It's beefy enough for the 380. But really nice, man. I mean, when I seen it on I've seen it on YouTube several times, and look at this. This is an improvement. Right? Y'all remember how hard I had to stand on that Shield Plus, man, to get to the close. Boom. But when I went to go check it out after watching tons of video, I was like, wow, that is a really good looking firearm, and everybody gave it good remarks. Now, just because everybody gave it good marks doesn't mean that the gun is going to function the way it functions when they use it. So I can't right now I cannot say that I can't say anything definitively on this firearm except for how well it looks, how well it's made, how well it's put together. If this was paper, then this would be an unbelievable firearm. But you know, I have to do what I need to do to test it, to make it operate. So I'm gonna put it through a couple tests. Hold on. She's not coming out right now. All right. So I'm gonna put it to the test, and I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna put a couple rounds through it, and I picked up some very capable rounds. See that? Let me get up in there. Pause. There's a camera right there. But I'm gonna get a. See that? A defensive 380 round. I'm not gonna say the company, but I did my research and I picked up a really good defensive 380 round. Billy Bob also makes 380 ammo too. Just to throw that in there. But yeah, man, this is just an unboxing. I haven't fired it yet, but I am gonna fire it. Look at the nice texturing. Look at the nice texturing. Now, I don't think, you know, even though I got pretty nice sized hands, man, but from where this is comfortable for me, so I can definitely, it's no problem for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the very end right there. I'm at the very end. My hands are, you know what I'm saying, I got pretty nice sized hands. But, well, you know, I got pretty nice sized hands. But for me to grip it comfortably, I can grip this comfortably. And with the 12 round magazine extension, it comes with a 12 round, and I think it comes with a 11 or 10 round magazine. But look, this is a 380 handgun, right? Look at this. That's a full grip. That is a full grip. So you already know that it's going to be more accurate than most, because you got more of there's taking up more real estate within that palm for you to make that shot. Look at that. Boom. I'm right in there, just as comfortable as I want to be. Oh man, they did a really good job. Everything is textured. It's even textured on the your magazine release. See that? Textured on your magazine release. It is ambidextrous from what I'm seeing here. I think you could take it out here and swap it out for you wrong-handed people. For a firearm like this, man, I wasn't really concerned, and it doesn't need red dot optics. It doesn't need red dot optics at all. Because this, in my opinion, is a get up off me gun. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you got a group of people on you, or you got somebody walking up on you, or somebody want to do you some, hey man, get up off me, back up off me. And this is it. This is it. And they'll never suspect that it has 12 rounds in here. They'll never suspect that it has 12 rounds in here. And 12 rounds of 380, which is a chopped off 9. If you got a powerful, with today's tech and the ammo that's coming out with today's tech, I'm telling you, you have more than enough capability for stopping. With the track record and pedigree of Smith & Wesson firearms and the M&P line of firearms, I don't feel like I'm outgunned with this. I don't feel like I'm outgunned with this. I feel like I'm perfectly adequate to get into the party. You know? I feel perfectly adequate with this, and making sure that we getting out of whatever situation we getting out of. It's 12 rounds in here. 12 rounds. Thank you. 12 rounds in this little firearm right here. Okay? Until I fire this, there's really nothing I can say, but on paper, this thing is beautiful. From everybody's reviews, this thing is beautiful. It works reliable, unbelievably reliably. It works. It's a Smith & Wesson handgun. You cannot go wrong with Smith & Wesson in any capacity. Even the model before this, it was the Bodyguard, the regular Bodyguard. It was okay. It needed some work, but it was okay. It'll get you out of the jam. But this one, dude, they textured the grip. I mean, literally, they took an M&P 2.0, shrunk it down. Look at the texture in the grip. Look at that. It's just enough. It's just enough, man. It's just enough texture to be able to make, you know, some quick shots. Boom, 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 boom. Quick shots and get up out of dodge, or get up out of dodge. One of them things. It's perfectly textured for that. The extension on it is absolutely awesome, and it's textured in the front and in the back. Dude, they did it. Damn. They knocked it out of the park with this thing. They knocked it out of the park with this thing right here. And I'm going to put it to the test. I picked up this holster because, you know, you should, even though it's a pocket style or pocket carryable firearm. I would never carry this in my pocket without anything covering the trigger guard, because it is still a firearm and is still susceptible to firearms downfalls. But man, this is some kind of nice right here. Look at that, right? Look at that. I would give this to my woman, Mrs. Branson, Beauty. I would give this to her, and I would feel perfectly comfortable with her being able to hold it down and get out of whatever she might have gotten herself into. My God, I hope she didn't have to get into anything to use it, but I'm just saying, I'm perfectly comfortable with this. We all know what I can do with this, but look at this. Look at that. That is insane. There is a whole firearm behind this one. Yo, it is a whole firearm behind this. That's insane. Look. Oh my God, that is so trippy to me. Look at that. Look at the diff. I mean, that is crazy. That is so crazy, man. I mean, man, that is crazy. Crazy. Tech, man, I'm telling you, boy. Phones, firearms, cars, they are moving and grooving, man. We are totally living in the golden age of firearms, because when you can produce something like this, come on. So I'm gonna fire this like nobody's business, and I'm gonna come back to my family and let you know how it worked. Is it good enough to make the rotation or not? Only time will tell. I'll be back in the next one. Y'all can catch me then. Holla at your boy. You thought I was gonna get the camera right. I am.